At first, Tubman spent her time nursing black soldiers and providing for the droves of ex-slaves fleeing southern plantations for Union territory. Then she became a spy. Using knowledge gained from the newly freed people, Tubman recruited and led a team of 8 black scouts, gathering critical intelligence for the Union Army.
With all of that interaction with formerly enslaved people, she was able to get the lay of the land and get specific information about where the Confederate Army was stationed, what kinds of weapons that they had. She was gathering intelligence, and she would share that with these Union officers.
In June of 1863, General Tubman, as John Brown called her, set into motion one of the most daring and successful raids of the war. Northern and Southern newspapers related breathless accounts of Colonel Montgomery's campaign on the Conwy River in South Carolina, led by Harriet Tubman.
Colonel Montgomery and his gallant band of 300 black soldiers, under the guidance of a black woman, dashed into the enemy's country, struck a bold and effective blow, brought off nearly 800 slaves and thousands of dollars worth of property without losing a man or receiving a scratch. It was a glorious consummation.
It was kind of an exodus moment. Harriet saw the people coming to get on the boats, and some of the women would be running with a kid hanging off of their skirt and one of them hanging off the hand. She said that one lady had a pot on her head and with rice in it, and just like she took it right off the stove and put it on her head, and she was running with this. And people were coming off the plantations so regularly that the military thought that they were going to sink the boats.
The colonel was followed by a speech from the black woman who led the raid and under whose inspiration it was originated and conducted. Her address would do honor to any man and had created a great sensation. She is now called Moses.
At least 727 men, women, and children made it onto the Union boats, making General Tubman's raid one of the largest liberations of the war, and marking the first major military operation in American history that was planned and executed by a woman. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free.
Who knew what was going to come in the aftermath of the Civil War? Tubman predicted the end of slavery, and it came to pass. And so now, the rebuild, the reconstruction, reunification, bringing North and South together after 4 years of bloody conflict and 800,000 dead and 4.2 million men and women freed from their bondage. What is that going to look like?